The U.S. Vice President visitation to Ghana. One mistake that we keep on doing is that you didn't come America come my way. The only reason that they continue to take advantage of us is because you didn't come the visitation of the U.S. Vice President to the country. Conversation in go back to Sabisabio and say over the years. That is what the conversation has been. But the coming of the Vice President of the U.S. to Ghana, and you had any effect. And you had a fufu and a day. Be bintin a bema was spending a year sika. At the atofu walagu Air Force One mu. At the air or the security apparatus. At the sikak ahudwa abba ayo my Ghanaian. So now the world power structure is moving away from a unipolar power structure, which makes America a head of the world. And ababedu a multipolar power structure where you have America here, you have China there, and Russia rising.
Ebusianfo me mamunye na akwaba. Still on the trumu issue. Hey. Manoe. Charlie, trumu di ase ano shedodo anamboa. Yen fama almost say you're from saying LGBTQYZ plus and I'm yen fama mosa pepe. Still on the LGBTQ plus YZ issue no. Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin or the nsembia todra waye bold enough wakasa. Tiabusia yeni ka yentie no na se wi asa ne amu nyina munim no ma kire madwen yentie no.
Friends just passed their law in Uganda. We may not go the way they have gone because our constitution is very clear as to the direction we should move. And so we'll be guided by that. Because if we pass any law against the constitution, it's unconstitutional. So we have to do that. And so what are you afraid of? If you have the whole people behind you, if God is with you, who can be against you? And if God says, please go into the wilderness, multiply and fill the world. That is God giving you that command. If somebody says, please don't multiply, how can that person be strong? I don't only speak this way in Ghana. Even at the last meeting we attended in IPU at Bahrain, anybody who listened to my speech, there were sentences on this matter. Luckily, maybe because it's a Muslim country, they applauded me. If it's somewhere else, they will be asking questions. As the Vice President just did, is it yesterday? I mean, these things should not be tolerated. That is undemocratic. What is democracy? That somebody else will have to dictate to me as to what is good and what is bad? Unheard of. Because we have decided to devalue ourselves and go a-begging. Come on. We have more than enough. God has created more than enough for every person. It's just because you are looking at somebody else's share, not yours. We have enough in the world. The bill will be passed. This is the word to His Excellency the President. There is no way he can intervene. That answer he gave. That is now before Parliament. And when he gets to a stage that he will come in, hey, please. This is legislation. This is not execution. Wait until we pass it and then we direct you to execute it. That is when you come in. That is why we are representatives of the people. So in terms of law, which is part of policy, we finalize it. And then the executive now have the authority to implement it, to execute it. Let's get this clear. Once this bill is before here, he is not in charge. I am in charge.
Yes. These are the kind of leaders we need in this country. Leaders who are bold enough. Say Jimmy bi ekoswa omutimi di omunan esi form e kan okre e kire Ghana for. These are the kind of leaders we need in this country. Saadie we wo ho. Ghana ni bia ofo so anase Ghana ni bia o promote bia no. Na sa Ghana ni no watena abrochireda. Abrochirefo no bi, you guys are the problem with this nation. Mo a mokotena abrochire 2 weeks. 1 month ni 2 months ni ade behaving say money bie money ati. Mo ye civilized than any other Ghanaian. You guys are the problem with this nation. Tie. Ene mamenka me de. Me kwa sorry. Menye religious person. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in the Quran. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in the gods of religion. Now so nature the adrenaline nyansa to me trim. Nature me common sense e was me use the bomb bra. Inti me no mempe sebi LGBTQ plus mempe. Now so pa mempe no doesn't come from the perspective of believers and as a Bible and as a religious people. It comes from common sense and logic. Because me hu ni se metina ase adwen ho no me hu ni se enye normal enye natural. Se sebi bema befa ne yonko bema. Se oba befa ne yonko ba. Me hu ni se enye natural. Me hu ni se enye normal. Eno nti menye ntum. Me gitum a enye ye. Na me chairman Freemind menye ntum enne. Enye ntum echina. Menye ntum da. Till thy kingdom come. And I will never ever change my mind. Say a natural any yen kan sha brofo ni say omunya yen. Say yen Africa for so ye do some pempenso no. Na say ye hu say a natural enye omu na ebeka kire say yen ntum. Yen ya na sebi ye betena se. Ahemra. Ehun say no, Charlie, sa nkofu yi. Sa na ye de wo omu. Omu so natural. It is sad yen yen hemra bi. Enfa mo omo ho ban. But until then no, emaye ma abrofo enhye yen. What do you say? Answer na kwasi broni eba Africa. We were practicing polygamy. And a broni be da yen, 1 man, 1 woman, 1 man, 1 woman sa na ne asofo nyina wo mpena. Uko broni kromu a America mu ni ade polygamy a legal offense. As ye chiwa ye jelewo. Now so polygamy no was part of African culture. Africa for to kwan free Africa. Anko America, Europe. Anko she omo yirekete se mo anye polygamy antumu a. Se mo legalize polygamy a. Ye be sanction mo there bi. Iti die na abre bia no. E wo se yetena Africa ha, Ghana ha, ema abrofo free abrochire eba Africa. To tell us what to do and what not to do. Ayem kwasiasem, ayem muasem. Me say trumu. LGBTQ plus ZYK ni hwan. Enye natural, enye normal. Me kanisan, esan say enye Bible na me de ye adwuma. Esan say me nyina so enye Bible nti me nka say ebia me kan ye chise anase me kan say ye hu say obi ebo sa abra na yenku sa onia no da bi ema yenku omu nanso ema ye ma bonten opa show dem na de woto obi anfa ho nanso say o man mu nyina ye ba bonten aba be kase ye ni je ho ye fo aso nti ye hyebra e dia promote die ye nkwase asem se sabi ye ba bonten e hye sa amra na ebemma sa die no akosoro. It is going to encourage those things. Eno nti no ema ye ma bonten e hyemra emfa promote. Now so say show them na say udi oto a emfa obi ho. E dey say se mu hu say obi di no to a ema munku no. Munya ne life man. Now so say o man mu nyina ye ba bonten ahyemra e dey akere mo say yen ye ni je ho. Nti monko so ye ne amo ye ne de e ye nkwase asem e bi nsi ene ensi china e ye muasem abrofo no can never ever tell us how to live our lives. They can never ever tell us what to do. so free say wakwa tena brochire na say esan say oye overly civilized inti wo free say saa de ne ye edi say bi yenye ntomu a eno nti na oti abrochire onte Ghana wo de tena wa brochire ho na wo pa de san kwase asem no na so eba Ghana de a eye no go area eye moasem eye nkwase asem men kan che say ne saa de ade nti na yenso no ye koje abrofo sika ene ye craft phones ni ade fra brochire eye nkwase asem eye layman's thinking kwase abrofo no so no so kwa brochire a omonye polygamy ntumu young Africa for we practice polygamy. And so they also come for our gold, they come for our minerals, they come for our resources. Enti di enti na monka se eni abrofo no so no sabi sa mon so no mon legalize polygamy dia eni sa dia ma monko Africa enye omu gold ni ade because South Africa for na moji omu resources no they practice polygamy. Edi enti na monka sa ancha abrofo no we ye shallow thinking, ye layman's thinking, ye Jimmy for thinking. Ena obi aso nka nche wo se broni gi to munti ena amasabi odi ye Jimmy for kasa se broni gi to munti ena ma broni di enti yem black people so ye nyintum ye nkwase akeka ye moasem ye Jimmy sem we shouldn't condone. We have our own culture, we have our own norms, we have our own way of life, we have our own ethics. Now sha abrofo no mpo e say omo agi atomu no udru US a uhumpo se sa ade no ho because they don't overdo things, they don't rub it on their faces, they don't do it everywhere. And so Ghana hamenua yenya mpo nyintumu kra na boko bankumu ni ade boko bankumu ni hwan ye bo amuni ade. Look at how they are behaving na ye beje sa ade we atom ye beti atese. And besides okwa abrochira they have a good healthcare system as udi woto ema otuto kro no menka ne say ebia they have a way on basi aye amanasa kachon se na be ya sebi unya wo nan egu ho. Can we say the same thing for Ghana? Ghana haye maame no mo a ekọ awo so krampo no they deliver their babies on the floor. Omo krampo sebi common empa krampo no yenya bi ema omo na sebi se wudi uto na se oto hyehye wa e na Ghana fo betimi abuawo yentimi mwawo enu tina ye ka se eba even healthcare krampo a we don't have a good healthcare system to combat the consequences of that trumu no enti mo mayen fanto baby e mayen yintum. Kamala Harris as hwan ba Ghana among all the problems Ghana for ni nso ye kan anyina so ecommodate Ghana for unemployment, global warming, and na de ndien empoano aye ne efi a ye de go eponum ni sa ma we nyina no we nya eho asemu anka se trumu no babeka pasa eye nkwase asem ema obi an behave as if say mo demoniatic mo ye overly civilized and na meti abrochire and na you know scientific and na de ndien and na natural and na male soul trapped in female body and na female soul trapped in male body and na san kwase asem no. Stop behaving like that. We ye suantra dodo. It's answer mu yesu trenti is why we find ourselves in this mess. Mu yesu atra na mu nyansa na most of you majime mu yesu atna. Got na broche 2 weeks ipe on one oga oni bibia. And you know, Freemind, if you come to the States, the LGBT, you know, it's a natural thing. It's so barbaric for Africa to say they don't accept it. You know, Jimmy. Okay, broche da bay. Kwase abroni no jitu no. Look at their society. They don't rub it on their faces. Udra Bucha, you not know. Across the Christianity, Udra Bucha, you not even know they are Christian because they don't disturb the peace of people with their belief. Can we say the same thing for Ghana? Onante baku mienu asori, and a riemero, obejina umfichechi as early as 5 a.m. On my own na. Unyako biwa no peos, yay! Waya bonsam. Tisabi, say you just had no tumwa. Ghana hano, we are going to overdo it. And besides, you know, we don't have a good healthcare system to cater for the consequences. So why must we legalize it? This is common sense and logic. Me say me personally, me nyintum ene, nyintum echina. Uyobia udi uto. Na se based on that intino, stop watching my videos because my stance on this issue, you know, ain't changed that. Eyen kwase asema me, eyen mo asema me. Ye ni yeto kwase ampani na sabi broni e na beka chawo se di uto enya asema broni e na ebetu kwan aba Africa abeka kire wo se oto ode enti di uto ejimi sem sei sa na yete ha ena brofo kofa ye nyame de bre yen ena Africa fo mu nyankopon ne de oye bosom oye smaller god ena de ye de no ena ye ena sabe ye jimi ye jiminti ye jaye de to ba bi di kudi broni de achi ena de ba de na ayama yen yen su nyansa. In the days of President Akufo, he was bold enough to come out and say Ghana will never ever legalize ankwasi asemono. Yentie no.
I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. And let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached.
Sewati, Atamils was bold enough. So why is Akufo Addo not being bold? Because Akufo Addo is a Western puppet. Akufo Addo no so share the family history JB down kwamunya they are almost no. They are always puppets to the West. Into the way news okra ye nimpa we knew it. Say Akufo Addo mreso obebo ne homo to legalize it. Now we are a whole seat of government. You're lighting in rainbow colors. We could be one pe na Ghana for binu ye Jimmy, yes, a combination of American flag and Ghanaian flag. Jimmy, what Jimmy? We can brainwash you to any degree. American flag, purple color be any. The empo say mix American flag, any Ghana flag. Now say a rainbow as a sign of LGBTQ plus. Knowing very well, say, or Maya Yetimono, the Christians, the Muslims, traditional people, free thinkers don't accept that fact, and say, mix such colors to create such impression, Ubu mindful, empo, so mix American flag colors, any Ghanaian flag colors, na sa image, and na ebe portray, you shouldn't mix those colors in a country as sebi or mumpe. Because for example, Saudi Arabia, say, what was Saudi Arabia? Now, so him say, if you mix the Saudi colors and the American colors, will create some impression in Saudi Arabia. You dare not do it. That is why I fear for the future of Africa. Because black people are easily brainwashed to accept any stupidity. 1 2 ni brainwash yen 1 2 ni brainwash 1 2 ni brainwash 1 2 ni brain yensue nyansa. Edienti na America for enforce Saudi Arabia for say hey most munyintum Russia enforce omo North Korea China munya de Iran Kuwait enforce omo. It's only in Africa. Why are they not forcing them to legalize? Because they are powerful. Because America for him say their livelihood is dependent on petrodollar from Saudi Arabia, and if they mess up now say Saudi Arabia for train omo, that will be the end of the American economy. So they are afraid. And so Ghana they are jet. Africa they hey, don't mind them. Go and tell them hey Kamala they go and tell them say omudio de Jimmy. What Africa broni name 2 kwan make an will say so do to identity do to. Wait, what Jimmy? Yensu nyansa. Masa sankwasi asem de o man bia ne culture. If you go to India, you do what the Indians do. If you go to China, you do what the Chinese do. If you go to South Korea, North Korea, Russia, you do what they do. It is sabi. So about Ghana, you do what Ghanaians do. Ghanaians don't like it. Ghanaians don't accept it. It's period. What is democracy? Democracy is the rule of the people according to the definition given by these same white people who brought us democracy. Now, so when omuna na asa fe to come back to Africa to dictate to us as to how we should live our lives. And yet democracy. And nothing America say the white people are ready to go against their own rules. For as long as it favors their interest, they don't care. We are democracy. Say the vice president of a foreign nation, Emra Ghana, to tell Ghanaians what to do and what not to do. This is not democracy. Now more behave as if say what na bro trinity no we are more civilized. Walk kwasia. Yensu nyansa. Now we are easily brainwashed. Ade bia broni beka bia na say ye consider na say Jimmy say ya. Now so black man e kan ya America ye di natem. Bibini enanka etu kwan ba Ghana. Ebe ka hwe Ghana for say Ghana for nyi sa de we ntuma America ye di natem. Esan say ye broni na be kan ye nti we are considering. Oh Jimmy ye Jimmy. Say chairman Freemind atna on this platform for so many years. Actually we say Bible every nyame de. Esan say me ye ko black nti. The black man, the Ghanaian, is not ready to listen. Now, so believe you me, say bruni and I can't say we are considering. We are easily brainwashed. Ye why kala na na say be ye home wa sorry na ye Jimmy abete bi na say broni na Jimmy bi ye nsu nyansa na Jimmy no doso. Na me ka me chiro Jimmy no doso. The same people who brought you the Bible and told you say nyankonton rainbow God's covenant between himself and mankind. He said, no amresono onfa ensuyiri ense wiase biem. Today the same white man is telling you say this same nyankonton rainbow no is a sign of LGBTQ plus KOZ. And hey, as foolish as some of us can be, we are considering Jimmy, considering what? Consider say sa sebi ebina modigo ponumu mbejai. Consider say unemployment no mbete so. Consider say sa emuasem na yekoso Ghana no you stop it. Enye LGBTQ plus KOZ. Yensu nyansa. Nema ya dwenu nya adwuma. Yenya Jimmy no. Ti Ghana hana bibia na we small thing the black man is brainwashed. Something small, give him a plate of food. What brainwashing every Jimmy munya poor. Mu Jimmy nti. It's why we find ourselves in this mess. We are not poor at all. Look at Africa. We've got all the resources. Name them. Cocoa, gold, coffee, tea, whatever. Everything they here for Africa. It's a Jimmy. The white man is the one to come to Africa to tell Africans how to live their lives. On this platform, Masa, ye ni a to waha. Ye nyimi waha. It's all do to. That's what I say. Chairman Freemind will come. Because I'm a free thinker, Timajatum, I support you. Sorry to disappoint you. Me be that I'm dear. It's as simple as that. It's as simple because me a free thinker. It doesn't mean that I've lost my conscience, my sense of reasoning, my sense of seeing things. There be Madrid here, Jumapa, until period. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Table for me the movie. I said, I'm going to be the chairman. Freemind. Makram.
If your band, I was so ready, Jimmy. About scanning crowd. I would yes, so near crowd. Timmy, a senior man, you know. Now, me cry. If I your band, I was so ready, Jimmy. About everybody, Mabao, everybody came here. No, the party baby, if you need me, it's Mabao, everybody came here. It's a big problem, if you need me, it's Mabao. Jimmy, oh, my boy, when you me a day, what you fool be any dream my soul. I tell Moody, mean to me out. It's Jimmy Nazi, Sammy Wine. Namiko Kawo, say, Panwa, a fine drama sign. Namimo, be a say, Unquani Yamio, it's my boy. I think we're my bow, ready, my bow, my bow, ready, Jimmy. Let your party be into me, into my bow, my bow, my bow, ready, Jimmy. Think I'll be running into me, into my bow. So baby, I wouldn't say boom so baby. That's so many men is really far. Benkuni metia, oh yeah baby try me, see me ready Jimmy, baba oh. Oh papa nyakopon, oba de se fo na die maba oh. Papa ni amaye bia, papa fa me born in Jemia. Efedi emenya enunti enya dia besa metibio mabao eradi mabao eradi kibie meja padele we etimene kwa inti mabao eradi kibie sikale bramenya etimene kwa inti mabao Meja padre bedwe, intimate